Today we're gonna build this universal tree farm. It's working fully automatic and you can go AFK at any time. You can farm any sort of tree with the farm and it produces around 15,000 items per hour. But first of all, the material list. Also a huge shout out to ENXO4 who designed this farm with his community. I will link his video in the video description if you want, check it out because he's going a little bit more into detail and stuff, and he has also some extensions for it. Then we start by looking for a big open field like this one. Then press F3, look towards the south, and then go ahead and place 13 blocks in a row. And out of these 13 blocks you will make a 13 by 12 square. Then go into every corner, put down a building block and water on top of it. Now, if you've built everything correctly so far, you will have 2 open blocks in the middle. Now go down here and look towards west and put down 6 scaffoldings on the block that's more towards west. Then go up and put down 2 more scaffoldings towards west. On the second block, put down an obsidian block. Now go on top of it and write down the coordinates that you have on top of this block. Next, remove this scaffolding here and put this obsidian right there. Go down now again and put a temporary block right here and a building block below it. Everything should look like this now. Now you can destroy the scaffoldings and dig down onto these 2 blocks for 3 more blocks. Go down here, look towards east and dig out for 5 more blocks. Then put soul sand right here, take signs and put 2 on these spots, and water right here. Then go on top of the soul sand and dig up, and then water should come down. Then go on this spot and build up for 4 blocks. Expand the other sides to the same height. Then put water on top of that hole here, go down and put down kelp. Then you have to grow the kelp to the surface, either with more kelp or bone meal. And then you can go down again and remove the kelp, and then you should go automatically to the surface. Then put a chain right here and a carpet in front of it, so it covers the hole. Very important, place it towards the chain, otherwise if we place it here you will remove the water, then just put down new water and you give it another try. Next, go down behind the farm here and put a trapdoor right here and a building block on the right side of it. Then place the scaffolding on top of the building block and put down 38 scaffoldings on top of the trapdoor. Now go up the scaffoldings and then place towards west 5 more scaffoldings. Go to the end and place on the right side a building block like this and build out for 6 more blocks. Then this line should be a total of 7 blocks. Now remove this block and put a trapdoor right there and an observer in front of the trapdoor and another observer in front of the scaffoldings here, so it looks into the scaffoldings and with the signal towards you. Then a building block behind this observer and a lever on top of it. Next, place a piston at this end here and 3 redstone on these 3 building blocks. Then cover 2 scaffoldings here with slabs so it will spawn proof against phantoms. Put down a torch right there and activate the lever. Then put down a sign right here so you know what the lever is for. Then go right here and put down 6 more scaffoldings. Put a building block right there and then go up the scaffoldings. Then place another scaffolding on top of that and build out for 6 more blocks as we did before. Then build out for 2 more blocks to this side and place 1 block right there. Now take an observer, place it in front of the scaffolding, a building block in front of it and a piston now. Then take another observer and place it on this side so the signal looks towards you and the TNT behind it. Now put down a piston right there that's looking towards the TNT and then make a 2 block high frame around this hole. Now put water into this hole and cover it with a slab. Now place 2 blocks right here and here. So we have like this stair here. Then take redstone and start at this spot and go down towards the TNT. Now go on top of the TNT block and compare the coordinates. You need the same X and Z coordinates and the Y coordinate should be +40 if you have done everything correctly so far. Then go down here and we start building the collecting system. Put down a temporary block and 3 double chests as I do in front of it. Then put down hoppers as I do in the video and don't forget to remove the temporary block at this spot. Go on top of the hoppers now and place a trapdoor right here and then signs on the left and right side of this building blocks, 3 in a row. And then you can remove this building blocks so the water comes out. And now the item collection system is done. If you throw in an item now, right there, it will end up in these hoppers. There it is, and now it's in this chest. Go on this side now and place 1 redstone on both sides of this building block and then 4 building blocks in this pattern. And then take repeaters and place 3 in the middle on the last level, all of them. Like this. Then go on this side and put down 2 more repeaters, 1 on the left side on the first level and this one with 2 ticks. Next, go on this side, put down 2 redstone torches, 1 redstone in the middle of them, and then the TNT duper should start working. As you can see now, the TNT is exploding on 2 different sides. So one is exploding a little bit higher and one lower. This is needed since we will need it for different sorts of the trees. To have it on the same height, just put a lever and activate it, and then they will start exploding on the same height. So yeah, you need both of them for the different sorts of trees that you can farm with this farm. And then you can put down a sign here that where's written on which sort of tree on which position of the lever is needed. So to turn off the farm, put down a lever here, activate it, and then the farm will stop working. Very important, before you start turning it on again, wait until all TNT is gone, otherwise it could destroy the farm. So now we can turn it on again. To turn it on, just hit the lever right here and then it will start. Now, depending on the sort of tree that you want to farm, you have to either place dirt or podzol. If you want to farm some nether stuff, you will need crimson nylium. And very important, if you want to farm some nether stuff, place another block right there. That's very important. Same for warp helium. This is needed because if something grows on top of this block, it can happen that this block will transform to normal netherrack, and then the block on the right side can transform the upper block again to the block we need. Since we working with bone meal, this will happen instantly. So that's why we need 2 blocks for the nether items. Next, go here again, put down a temporary block and 3 blocks around it. Then build up for another temporary block and an observer on top of that. Put down 1 redstone on the observer, go down and remove the temporary blocks. Then put down a dropper below the observer, so it will drop in this hole and the pressure plate into this hole. Now we can put in bone meal here, so it will start dropping bone meal. This is just a refill AFK system. I will show it how it will work in a second. If our inventory is full, the bone meal will press down the pressure plate, and the system will stop. And then put down hoppers on these 2 sides of the dropper and a double chest on top of it. This will just be a refill system, so there will always be enough bone meal in the chest for long AFK sessions. This is optional, by the way. You don't have to build this, just if you want to do AFK sessions. Put down a composter here if you want to reduce some lags. And yeah, you can obviously also put down another row of chests on top of this chest, so you can theoretically go AFK for 24 hours. Now, if you want to go away now and you want the system to stop working, just put a lever right there and stop it to stop the system from working here. You can also build the same on the other side with a temporary block right here and a building block up above it. Then put down 2 temporary blocks again and build on the the first temporary block frame again. On top of this temporary block again an observer, and on top of it again redstone. Then go down and remove these temporary blocks again and put a pressure plate right here and a dropper below the observer. And now you can put in saplings here. This is again optional, by the way, if you want to do some bigger AFK sessions. And as soon as our inventory is full, the system will stop dropping stuff. And here you can also put down a lever to stop the system. Also here you can put down some hoppers with a refill system with some chests. There we go. And then you can put in saplings here. And obviously you can also expand it with some more hoppers and some more chests. And don't forget a composter if you want to reduce some lags. Now don't forget to activate the levers depending on what you want, what sort of tree you want to farm. We have a lever on the bottom side and on the top side, so make sure to keep this in mind and don't forget about it. Now if you want to activate the refill system, make sure to block all of the other slots in your inventory by just filling them. So otherwise it could happen that out of nowhere the bone meal will be in the 3rd inventory slot, and then in an AFK session, the farm just will stop working. So to start the farm now, activate this lever here. So the TNT starts dropping, and then go onto your AFK spot right here. And stand right in front of this chain and activate these 2 levers so the items drop. And then stand right here in the middle so you collect both items. Then look on the dirt blocks, make sure to put the saplings on the shield slot and the bone meal at this slot, and so you have them in both hands. And fill your inventory slots as I already mentioned, and then go ahead and just press right mouse button and the farm will start working. Now you can also press F3 and T and leave your keys, so the farm will automatically start working and you can now go AFK. I will also link an auto clicker in the video description if this strategy doesn't work for you. So now I will let the farm run for around 30 minutes and then we will check the results. So 30 minutes are over. Let me stop the system real quick and then we will check the chest. Oh, okay, that's more than I expected. Yeah, let me stop the farm and sort this real quick so I can show it to you. So I sorted everything now a little bit, and you see we have tons of wood. These are around 4,000 wood in like 30 minutes, so around 8,000 per hour. Very huge amount. And also we have some around 1,800 saplings and around 1,100 sticks and 190 apples. So you see it's pretty efficient, and this were just 30 minutes. You can get wood for days right here, so especially because you can farm any sort of wood with this farm. So that's the end of the video. Write in the comments if you had any problems by building this farm, if everything worked properly, and then hopefully see you in the next video. Bye!